Class 12th Commerce, subject Accountancy, chapter number 5. The name of the chapter, that is Accounting Ratio. It is lecture number 9. See, as you know, that turnover ratios are going on. Presently, I am teaching you the turnover ratios. And now it is the turn of trade payables turnover ratio. This ratio indicates the relationship between credit purchases. In this, no cash purchases will be taken. Only the credit purchases are supposed to be taken for the calculation of TPTR. TPTR means trade payables turnover ratio and average trade payables during the year. See, here you have to see the relationship between credit purchases and average trade payables during that particular year. Trade payables turnover ratio, the formula is net credit purchases divided by average trade payables, and now see its result will be in times. Trade payables, they include creditors and bills payable. Creditors and bills payable both are your current liabilities. Most of the time it remains current liability. If the amount of credit is not given in the question, then the ratio may be calculated on the basis of total purchases. It means the amount of credit purchases is not given. See, when the amount of credit purchases is not given in the question, then what will you do? You will take all the purchases whatever are given. If there is no classification, this is cash sales, this is credit sales, in that case whatever the sales amount is given to you, you will take that. Objective and significance of trade payables turnover ratio. This ratio indicates the speed with which the amount is being paid to trade payables. This ratio will explain really about the speed, about how many times the money has been paid to trade payables. The higher the ratio, the better it is, because it will indicate that the trade payables are being paid more quickly. See, when the payment is done on time, that business person really will be respected. The business world will know about the goodness of that person, of that firm, of that business, that whenever they purchase anything on credit, they pay the money on time. All this goodness will increase the credit worthiness of the firm. And now see, the most of the business, it is dependent on credit purchases and credit sales. When it is credit sales, the amount should be received in time. When it is credit purchases, the amount should be paid in time. When the things are done really like this, the business increases its credit worthiness. The higher the ratio, the better it is. It will indicate that the trade payables are being paid more quickly, which increases the credit worthiness of the firm. Average payment period, trade payables turnover ratio would be converted into average payment period, which indicates the period which is normally taken by the firm to make payment to its trade payables. It is calculated as follows. Average payment period, it will be equal to 365 days and divided by TPTR. Trade payables turnover ratio. See, average payment period, trade payables turnover ratio that will be converted into average payment period, and which indicates the period which is normally taken by the firm. See, this ratio will indicate that how much time are you taking for the payment made to creditors. How many days are you taking? And the formula to find average payment period, that will be 365 will be numerator, and that will be divided by trade payables turnover ratio. Now move on to working capital turnover ratio. Working capital turnover ratio, the formula is revenue from operations, that is net sales. Revenue from operations, it is the new terminology. रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस का मतलब है नेट सेल्स, दैट विल बी डिवाइडेड बाय वर्किंग कैपिटल, एंड द फॉर्मूला फॉर वर्किंग कैपिटल, इट इज करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटीज. Objective and significance of WCTR, working capital turnover ratio. This ratio is of particular importance in non-practicing, non-manufacturing concern. To their current project, it plays a major role in generating revenue from operations. This ratio reveals how efficiently working capital has been utilized. And now listen, this ratio is important for non-practicing and non-manufacturing concern, and it will be about their current project. It plays a very important role in generating revenue. देखिए, working capital turnover ratio we are doing. It plays a very important role in generating revenue from operations. And see, this ratio will tell that how efficiently, how effectively you are using your working capital. How efficiently working capital has been utilized in making revenue from operations. In other words, it shows the number of working capital management institute in producing revenue from operations. A higher working capital turnover ratio shows the use of working capital and quick turnover of current assets like inventory and trade receivables. It means they are used properly, they are used smartly. Working capital turnover ratio indicates the utilization of working capital definitely. And the formula for getting working capital is current assets minus current liabilities. And now see, be very much alert that current assets are more and current liabilities are lesser than current assets. एक बार और देखो बेटे, सी, higher working capital turnover ratio shows that the proper use of working capital and quick turnover of current assets like inventory and trade receivables, it has been done. Working capital turnover ratio indicates the very good utilization of working capital. A very high ratio, see, high ratio और very high दोनों में फर्क है. A very high turnover ratio of working capital is also did not respond another. It is a sign of overtrading. A very high turnover ratio of working capital is also the sign of overtrading, that is doing business with little working capital. भाई आप बहुत कम वर्किंग कैपिटल के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, बहुत हाई रेशो भी गलत है. High ratio is okay, but very high ratio, very high turnover ratio is not good. It is an indicator of the shortage of working capital and concern in financial difficulties. It will show that really ये किस चीज का इंडिकेटर है बेटा? नाउ लिसन, दिस इज द इंडिकेटर फॉर शॉर्टेज ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल, and it means that the firm is suffering from financial difficulties. On the other hand, a very low turnover ratio of working capital, that may be a sign of under trading in comparison to the working capital. That is, the working capital is in excess of the requirements of the business. देखिए, very low turnover ratio will show under trading. Very high turnover ratio will show over trading. And now see, when we are discussing about working capital turnover ratios, when the ratio turnover is very low, it what is expressed by this ratio? This ratio explains that working capital is in excess. Means this much working capital is not required. That is, the working capital is in excess of the requirement of the business. This is the illustration of your book. Illustration number 81. From the following information, calculate TRTR, average collection period, trade payables turnover ratio, एवरेज पेमेंट पीरियड. देखिए, ट्रेड रिसीवेबल से कलेक्शन रहेगा और ट्रेड पेबल से आपका पेमेंट रहेगा. जो मैंने अभी रेशो आपको कराई है, दैट इज ट्रेड पेबल्स टर्नओवर रेशो. And what are the information? What is the information that is given to you? See, revenue from operations, it is 3 crore 60 lakh. Creditors 12 lakh. Bills receivable 8 lakh. Bills payable 60,000. Purchases 1 crore 50 lakh. Debtors 40 lakhs. This is the question. Whenever I teach you any question, it is your mandatory duty to sit with pen and register. Trade receivables turnover ratio. The formula for trade receivables turnover ratio is credit revenue from operations divided by debtors and bills receivable. The result for trade receivables turnover ratio is 7.5 times. Average collection period, the formula is 365 days divided by TRTR. TRTR just now you have calculated, that is 7 decimal 5 times. So the time for average collection period is 49 days. The result for average collection period is 49 days. It means money, the amount has been collecting. It has been collected, not collecting. It has been collected in 49 days. Trade payables turnover ratio, the formula is credit purchases divided by creditors and bills payable. 11 decimal 9 times. The result for TPTR is 11.9 times. And now listen, how many days are you taking for the payment? Average payment period 365 days divided by TPTR, and that is 31 days. It means on time you are paying money. And from trade receivables turnover ratio, it is very clear that near about 1.5 months you are taking to get your money. It is very nice that monthly, on every month within 31 days you are paying the money to your creditors. It is really nice. Illustration 82. Compute working capital turnover ratio. And now see, now you will find working capital turnover ratio, and the information that is given to you, that is, see, cash revenue from operations. It means it is cash sales rupees 1,30,000. Credit revenue from operations rupees 3,80,000. Revenue from operations returns 10,000. Liquid assets, they are rupees 1,40,000. Current liabilities, they are rupees 1,05,000. And the inventory, that is rupees 90,000. Now move on to solution. Working capital turnover ratio, revenue from operations divided by working capital. Revenue from operations, see, all the sales they have been added and the returns they are subtracted. Cash revenue from operations rupees 1,30,000, credit revenue from operations rupees 3,80,000, and revenue from operations returns, it means it is sales return. And the amount of sales returns, it has been subtracted the total amount for revenue from operations, that is of rupees 5. Again listen, we all are solving just now working capital turnover ratio. The formula is revenue from operations and divided by working capital. Just now I have taught you how to find revenue from operations. Now move on to working capital. It is current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets, see, liquid assets, in liquid assets you will have to add inventory, and the total amount of current assets, that is rupees 2,30,000. 1,40,000 plus 90,000, that is 2,30,000. And see the working capital current assets minus current liabilities. Current asset just now you have calculated, that is of rupees 2,30,000. Subtraction will be done of rupees 1,05,000. Working capital is 1,25,000. Working capital turnover ratio, revenue from operations, it is rupees 5 lakh. Working capital just now it has been calculated rupees 1,25,000, and the result for WCTR, it is 4 times. Working capital turnover ratio is resulted in 4 times. Illustration number 83. Cost, see, in this also you have to find out working capital turnover ratio. बेटे एक बात बहुत ध्यान से सुनिए. It takes very much time to prepare one lecture, and nowadays views has been very less. They are 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And what is the reason? That you are not willing to see your videos. I don't know what is the reason. Please do not do like this. Stop doing like this. Watch all the videos carefully, please. Illustration number 83. Calculate working capital turnover ratio from the following. Cost of revenue from operations rupees 18 lakh, inventory rupees 3,60,000. Trade receivables rupees 1,70,000. Marketable securities rupees 50,000. Cash and bank 20,000. इसका मतलब है पैसा कैश और बैंक में मिला करके 20,000 है. Trade payables rupees 1,40,000, and provision for taxation, provision for tax, that is rupees 10,000. And now see the solution. Current assets, inventory, trade payables, marketable securities. Marketable securities, they are current assets because the amount is received within 1 year or less than even 1 year. Cash and bank, the total addition for current asset, that is rupees 6 lakh. Current liabilities, see, trade payables and provision for taxation, both are current liabilities. Amount is rupees 1,50,000 addition. Working capital current assets minus current liabilities, it is the result is rupees 4,50,000. 6 lakh minus rupees 1,50,000. So the WCTR working capital turnover ratio formula is cost of revenue from operations divided by working capital. And now see, cost of revenue from operations, that is directly given to you 18 lakh, divided by working capital rupees 4,50,000, that is 4 times. In the absence of revenue from operations figures, this ratio can be computed on the basis of cost. देखिए, sales हमें given होना चाहिए हमेशा. This is the basic need of this working capital turnover ratio. But when that is not given, then what will you do? You will not sit and find क्या करें क्या करें. In that case, whatever is the available information, you will solve the question. Revenue from operations, really they should be given to you. If that is not given, if cost of revenue from operations is given, then solve the question by taking cost of revenue from operations. Illustration number 84. Calculate working capital turnover ratio from the following information. See, I am trying my best that there should not be any doubt left. Most of the illustrations I have taken. In case of any doubt, you can contact me. Current assets rupees 1,80,000. Current liabilities rupees 30,000. Cost of revenue from operations rupees 10 lakh. Gross profit, that is 20% on cost. Cost money rupees 10 lakh. Working capital, the formula for finding working capital turnover ratio is revenue from operations divided by working capital. Revenue from operations, the total amount, that is rupees 12 lakh. Cost of revenue from operations, then see, profit has been added in cost. When profit is added in cost only, then revenue from operations means sales can be calculated. It is rupees 10 lakh plus rupees 2 lakh. That is rupees total 12 lakh of revenue from operations. Working capital, current assets minus current liability, directly it can be solved. Rupees 1,50,000, it is the amount of working capital. Working capital turnover ratio rupees 12 lakh divided by rupees 1,50,000, that is 8 times. So the result for working capital turnover ratio is 8 times 12 lakh को हमने divide किया 1,50,000. Illustration 85. Calculate working capital turnover ratio from the following. Current assets and current liabilities are given. Cost of revenue from operations is given. GP आपको given है और shareholders funds भी आपको given है. Current assets, they are of rupees 1,75,000. Current liabilities, they are of 50,000. Cost of revenue from operations rupees 10 lakh. Gross profit 20% of revenue from operations. Shareholders funds rupees 5 lakh. And now see the solution. The working capital turnover ratio, that is revenue from operations divided by working capital. So revenue from operations will be, देखिए सेल तभी होगा ना बेटे जब आप कॉस्ट में जीपी जोड़ेंगे सेम का सेम. And these small things even you study in your class 8th or 9th. Same is done now. Revenue from operations, it includes profit of 20% on revenue from operations, यानी कि sales में हमारा 20% का profit भी है. And now see, you will find out the amount of revenue from operations. Cost is given to you. Cost से revenue निकालना, अगर revenue दिया हुआ है cost निकालना, it is not so difficult. आसान सा काम है. देखिए, goods costing rupees 80, they must have been sold for 100. That is very correct. If revenue from operations they are 80, then revenue from operations, cost of revenue from operations 80 है. तो revenue from operations 100, cost of revenue from operations is 10 lakh, then revenue from operations it is 12 lakh 50,000. After calculation we moved on to this amount. Working capital, current assets minus current liabilities, rupees 1,75,000 minus rupees 50,000, that is rupees 1,25,000. Working capital turnover ratio, that is 12,50,000 divided by 1,25,000, that is 10 times. And now one more thing. In this question, there is no need, no requirement of shareholders funds. That is given to you only to confuse you. Illustration number 86. Revenue from operations, sales, cost of revenue from operations, working capital and current assets. These are, you have to calculate these 4 items, these 4 heads. TR 4 times current liability is rupees 5,000. एवरेज डेटर्स, सी एवरेज डेटर्स आपको गिवन है ₹1,80,000. WCTR 8 times. Cash revenue from operations 25% of revenue from operations, and GP is given to you 33 1/3%, and above 4 ratios you have to calculate. This is the question. Trade receivables turnover ratio, again the same formula has been I'm utilizing, and I hope that you must have learned till now. Credit revenue from operations divided by average trade receivables. TRTR is given to you. Then you can easily find the amount of credit revenue from operations, that is rupees 7,20,000. When cash revenue from operations is 25% of revenue from operations. So, and now listen, credit revenue from operations, that is 75% of revenue from operations, and the amount revenue from operations, it is 9,60,000. Gross profit is given to you 33 1/3% of revenue from operations. So amount of GP is rupees 3,20,000. Cost of revenue from operations, that is revenue from operations में से आपने माइनस, देखिए सेल्स में से प्रॉफिट माइनस करेंगे तब कॉस्ट आएगी. सेम का सेम आई हैव डन. Cost of revenue from operation, to find cost of revenue from operations, sales and GP, they are subtracted. Amount is rupees 6,40,000. Third number, working capital turnover ratio. Then the formula is revenue from operations divided by working capital. See, 8 is given to you as working capital turnover ratio. So the amount of working capital, that is rupees 1,20,000. WCTR आपने निकाल लिया, वर्किंग कैपिटल निकाल सकते हैं. वर्किंग कैपिटल का मतलब है कि बेटे करंट एसेट्स हमारी ज्यादा है. करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटीज, और वर्किंग कैपिटल plus current liabilities, current assets, they are of rupees 1,25,000. दोबारा देखिए, वर्किंग कैपिटल का फॉर्मूला रहता है करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटीज. जब आप करंट एसेट्स आपको फाइंड करना है, it will be working capital plus current liabilities, and the result will be rupees 1,25,000. Illustration number 87, आपको फाइंड करना है वर्किंग कैपिटल टर्नओवर रेशो. It is, see, according to the CBSE guidance notes, this question, this illustration we are solving now. Revenue from operations is 12 lakh, current assets rupees 5 lakh, total assets they are given to you rupees 8 lakh, non-current liabilities they are 4 lakh, shareholders funds they are 2 lakh rupees. Working capital turnover ratio, the formula is revenue from operations divided by working capital. Revenue from operations, that is rupees 12 lakh. Then working capital formula लगा करके easily see, it is current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets they are given to you rupees 5 lakh. Current liabilities easily can be found. Total assets में से आप minus करेंगे current liability and shareholders funds. Current liability, that is of rupees 2 lakh. Working capital, current assets minus current liabilities rupees 3 lakh. WCTR, revenue from operations divided by working capital, that is 4 times. दोबारा देखो बेटे, सी करंट लायबिलिटीज, टोटल एसेट्स में से हमने माइनस कर दिया नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज को, हमने माइनस कर दिया शेयर होल्डर्स फंड्स को. देन यू गॉट करंट लायबिलिटीज and working capital, current assets minus current liabilities. Working capital turnover ratio is revenue from operations divided by working capital, that is the answer is rupees, not rupees, times 4 times. WCTR का रिजल्ट आपके पास में आता है 4 times. And now listen to your homework. You will solve questions from 80 to 88. And one more thing again I am saying to you, you are sitting at home, syllabus has been reduced, still hard work is required. Hard work reduce नहीं किया है बोर्ड ने, थोड़ा सा सिलेबस आपका रिड्यूस किया है. तो बी वेरी अलर्ट, बी स्मार्ट, पढ़िए, मन लगाकर पढ़िए और होमवर्क करके भेजते रहिए मेरे पास। थैंक यू सो मच, कीप ऑन वर्किंग हार्ड।